Hey everybody, Leah here with
Creative Silence.
And we are here to do some introduction and some
Stuff
and some ideas for our upcoming videos and fanfictions that we have.
Videos connecting to the fanfictions.
That we have meshed up with. Yeah. So, anyway, we are going to start with some just basically
Fun little details.
Some of these with our fanfictions, they're just gonna, if you've ever read my Never Enter the Mansion fanfiction, these fanfictions are just going to tear you apart
limb by limb.
Not literally.
Not literally limb from limb, but so we're gonna do a lot of feelsy, a lot of licky details, and we're gonna do a lot of connections with all the characters. And so far, I know in our heads, it's looking really good. It's going really well. There are some things that we might want to explain with some of these things because I know it'll get confusing.
It'll get, especially for you guys, because I know some of, I, as a fanfiction writer, I get a lot of readers who are like, that doesn't make sense. Why'd you do this? Why is this a thing?
So we're gonna explain those while we remember them. And if you have any other questions, let us know.
Comment down in the comments. So
we'll be putting a lot of
links into the description to what we are talking about.
Just wait until after the video to actually look those over. So
I think the main reason why we wanted to start doing mashups.
Well, first off, it's fun, and
plus we like to torture each other.
We really do.
With a lot of characters that we love and enjoy.
We really murder each other. I'm surprised. This actually made us quite good friends. So I did a fanfic that'll explain kind of the background into the Moon Kingdom and ancient Egypt, which will explain some of our ships. So we meshed up the backgrounds of Sailor Moon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And that'll explain a little bit there.
Yeah.
We kind of made Yugi a Sailor Senshi.
Yeah. And we actually, that's kind of something what we want to show you guys is we've actually been thinking about the whole crossover of Sailor Moon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And
I was planning on doing a fanfic that will mesh all of that together. We had to alter a lot of timelines to do that because of the time gaps in between the shows. And so far that's working kind of well. We still have no idea where to even start. The fanfic I already did was kind of the start of it. Ish. I mean, we're also going to add the season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh! But it will be more like the manga that I've read. The original manga, and I'm gonna put a little bit more detail into what happened in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga. And it'll mostly, a lot of these things are gonna be, especially my drawings are based, when it comes to Sailor Moon, will be based more on crystal, because I like the designs a lot better, and it gives me a huge challenge.
And especially, we've been thinking about this mesh up for and trying to figure out the different kinks and what fits and what doesn't for about 2.5 years now.
And we've been friends for how many years? Too many to count. I forgot.
Too many. Anyway, so
Yugi is a Sailor Senshi, and I know this sounds total cliche, but he is Sailor Sun. And here's how. He's based more off of kind of Sailor Saturn in a way, but her complete opposite. since their personalities are pretty much opposite anyway. Sailor Sun, or we call him Sailor Blaze because it has a better ring to it. He's the senshi of creation, pretty much. That's the narrowed down version. He's the opposite of Saturn. Instead of destroying whole planets like she can, he can create them, but that would only be in his highest power level,
which is eternal.
And there are some little things that I did with him. He for the longest time, he just couldn't even stand being a senshi, because he's already dealing with all this other crap while being a duelist. And the fact that he has an ancient pharaoh living pretty much inside him, and all this heroic stuff that he's already had to do, all the sacrifices he's already had to make. So it kind of stresses him out, plus the fact that we gave him several powers that some of the other senshi have, while having quite a bit of default. Like Rei, he gets visions, except they are usually very vivid and terrifying, and he gets more detail than she does, and sometimes it just happens randomly. So there's not really a way for him to stop them from coming, nor a way to actually make them come. So at first I think that we started his visions coming from dreams, and then by touch. Like he'd touch maybe Usagi on the hand, and he'd get a flash of who she was or who she is. It kind of just depends. And his background, there's a reason he is a sailor senshi. Let's just say it's because of his parents in the other life.
Yes, which his parents were Pharaoh Atem and Princess Serenity.
Atem actually had to leave before Yugi was actually born.
Did we say it was like 6 months before?
Yeah, I think it was 6 months before. And that was a little bit after the war with Zork. I hate him with a fiery passion.
And in her fanfiction, she brought in the fact that the downfall of the Moon Kingdom with Beryl and. Well, you'll
if you read it, we don't want to give too many spoilers out, but if you want to, if this doesn't make exact sense, I would suggest you go read it.
Go read it, yeah, because then you'll start knowing it start making sense a little bit
of what we're saying.
Yeah,
things will click a lot more. So please do read it. Give me insight on it, because that would be awesome. I know I got the ending of Atem's father wrong, but it did put in different perspective. My little twist on it. So don't kill me on it. Don't grr.
One of our mashup RPs actually turned into a fanfic, and that one is Asylum. And then,
it started while we were at Comic-Con.
Salt Lake Comic-Con 2015.
September 2015.
What happened, what caused us to get this idea, I kind of gave the idea. And so, what the story behind getting that idea was, they had the Samsung VR headgear and to try out for free. And so I decided to try it out, and they had two options. One was you got to ride a unicorn through a bunch of flowers.
Okay, that's just kind of lame.
And the second one was a horror movie called Catatonic. And I didn't get the choice, so I had Catatonic. And it's about this girl who's about 12, actually, who has catatonic schizophrenia.
By the way, schizophrenia is not fun. I'm diagnosed with it. It is a bit of a pain. So just keep that in mind, that schizophrenia is another mental illness that not a lot of people. Schizophrenia is very serious. Very serious. So keep in mind that this girl was probably... I've had it all my life, so... And with her version, it was probably awful.
Oh yeah, like...
Total hell. Mind my language.
You see through the eyes of the girl, and they had to sit down in a chair, which I thought we probably didn't need, but for catatonic you actually really did need, because you're sitting in a wheelchair and you're just bound to it, and this takes place in the 1950s. So you go through this
mind me fixing a pencil
asylum where you're a new patient there, and you just see all these patients who are like covering their face, or they're screaming in pain, or there's
terrifying,
and there's terror stuff going on around. I actually had to close my eyes to some of it because it started flashing, and I'm very sensitive to flashing
also with
lights.
this trailer, if you have like seizures,
epilepsy,
just be careful with it, because our little trailer will have a little bit of flashing. I'm just warning you now, because we don't really want you to get a seizure because you were watching this. It's just a warning here. Just be very careful if you want to watch it and you have that. At least have someone next to you to make sure nothing happens, or have someone tell you when it was over.
Yeah, we
really don't want you to get hurt or because of this. So just be very careful, and just know that there will be a few flashing. Take the precautions you have to if you really want to see it.
I mean, they're not big, huge flashes.
It's
just like haunted houses that it's just like a small little
flash.
So
I don't think it'll do too much to you,
but still,
we still want you to be careful. So take the precautions you need to.
Yeah. Do not be me with This Is Halloween Yu-Gi-Oh! Sailor Moon video I did, because that was boom, 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 boom with flashes, and I'm like...
It turned out really awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's an awesome AMV maker. No, yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to the camera. Accept that you were awesome. But yeah, stop it. You must have faith that you are freaking awesome.
So, anyway, I came up with an idea, like RP idea, where Haruka was the patient.
She actually kind of got kidnapped because an escaped prisoner patient looks like her. Yeah,
it was an misidentification case of blah 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 blah.
Apparently, we can't English. I'm sorry.
So, anyway, that became a fanfiction, and now we decided to add in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters, and that's where we get the alternative chapters to Asylum. And I already have one good reader for that, and I love you so much.
I actually haven't read that one either, because I haven't been in the mood to actually read fanfiction. But that's just
You'll like that. You'll like that, because I decided to go from, like, Yami's perspective to Haruka's back to Yami's.
Ooh.
And then to Michiru's.
I keep breaking things, I'm sorry!
It's alright.
You should probably take this away from me.
And so, anyway, yeah, any links that we say in this video, they will be down in the description.
So just wait until the end of the video before going to look over those, because we don't want you to miss anything.
Yes.
Also, for this Five Nights at Freddy's fanfiction, I did some artwork that might give you more of an idea of what's going to happen. Like, it's more character stuff. It might give you big spoilers. Well, not really. Not really big spoilers, but it might click with the characters a lot more. But I'm still missing 2 that I haven't put on yet. 1 is finished. I just can't put it on DeviantArt just yet because we need to get a new printer. So
And we understand that. So,
so I'm still having to work on fix 1. Almost every one of those is done. I just need to fix 1 and put them both on DeviantArt. Also, we had a few character complications.
Mm-hmm.
We had to scrap a few characters and recast in a way.
Mm-hmm. Which we'll explain in a minute.
And
so
you can look over all the pictures I've done, and I'll explain some stuff behind the pictures. So, yeah, there's that.